Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we discuss economics and AI. Today we're going to talk about AI workflows. From now on, businesses will be able to automate workflows, which means if a business has repetitive workflows, from now on they could be able to automate those workflows. Here we're going to be using n8n, AI agents. If you don't have a coding background, don't worry. I'll be showing you step by step how to automate your own agent. Let's get started. Let's get into the computer. First of all, we're going to go to n8n. We're going to add a first step. These are the triggers that you could use, like trigger manually on app event. Like for example, if you have a message, this workflow will start. We're going to use on message. Like when I said to the chatbot a message on Telegram, it's going to start the workflow. Seeing this, don't worry. I'm going to help you understand all of it. So they ask for credentials to connect with Telegram. We're gonna click create new credential. We need an access token. So where are we gonna get this access token from? To get the access token, open docs, go down, here, bot father. And let's start the bot. They're gonna ask us for our username. The last thing you should put in the username should be bot. Now we have our token. Here we're gonna go to iBot, and what we need is the access token. Do not share your access token with somebody. We copy and we paste it on n8n. After we save it, you should save the workflow. Every time that you add a new step, try to save your workflow so you don't lose it. To check if the trigger is good, we're gonna test the workflow. We go to Telegram, we go to the agents, and we write a hello. As we can see here, the hello message, everything's going well. Same thing, we delete the message and we save it again. We need to add a switch. Like when we send a message to Telegram, the message could be voice message or it could be written message. We're gonna write switch. And now we will go back to Telegram. We write, for example, hi, and we test again the workflow. And when I send back the message, we have an input. But in order to n8n to understand it as a text, I rename the output. We're gonna name it text. As we can see at the left side, we can see text. We drag it, we put it in the value. Basically what we're doing here, if we have a text message, the output should be a text message. Now we're gonna create, if the message is a voice message, the output should be a voice message. And now we go to Telegram, we send a voice to the agent. We're gonna put the test step, we delete and we test again. Now we have a different subject. Now we have a voice. And we have another ID for the voice. We take the file ID and we put it in value and we put string exists. And now we go back to our map, clicking anywhere in the screen, and we save it. And which has two choices. Either it's a text message or a voice message. See, you're getting better. And now we go to where it's written text, and we choose edit fields. First of all, there is a very fast way to do it. Instead of copying codes, we do a test, we drag the data from the test and we put it on the field. Now you're gonna see. We go back to Telegram, we write another message, we go back here, we test again the workflow. Always, you should save it. And let's test again the workflow. Now we're going back to the edit fields, and as you can see, we can drag the data. We click on add field, we're gonna name the field text, then save it. We're going to the field where it's written, the field, and now we go to voice. We go to plus, we search for Telegram, we search get a file. We should test it again to get the data. But the thing is that you cannot test it if you don't write something in the file ID. So let's write whatever, and we test the step. We go back and we test again. And saving, of course. After sending a voice, we test the workflow. So they write here that there is a problem here. So don't worry, it's because we have written whatever. Just a test, so we're using this method in order to get the right ID. Now we get the file ID, we go back to the workflow, and we test, and we save. We delete the tests and we test again. This is only a delete for the text workflow. It's not a delete for the workflow, but the test workflow. We grab another audio. As you can see, it's successful. Now we have the file, but we should transcribe the audio to a file. Now we're gonna see the OpenAI agent. Now we choose OpenAI, and of course we should connect to our OpenAI account. Same thing, it's really easy. We're gonna connect our API key to n8n. Create new credentials, same thing. We go to OpenDocs, we choose API key, we log in, create a new secret key, and of course do not share it with anyone. We copy the API key, and now we go back again and we test the workflow with another audio. So the message went from Telegram to Switch, and then to Telegram, and then to ChatGPT. We can see the message. Dive to one of the most important parts of the video, to create an AI agent. So we go to the next to edit field and we click AI agent. We connect it to OpenAI. So guys, the AI agent, it's an agent with a memory. Not only it thinks, but also it has a memory. It's really important to focus on this point. And as you can see here, we have a chat model, which is gonna be ChatGPT, for example, the memory, and the tool we're gonna use, the data, from where it's gonna get the data, and from where it's gonna get the information. We have a lot of language models like DeepSeek. In this case, we're gonna choose OpenAI. We're gonna go to OpenAI, and we're gonna connect the credential, the account we've chosen, and we're gonna choose GPT-4o Mini. This is one of the cheapest ones. It's really simple. It's not that expensive. Of course, we go back to the workflow and we save it. So now it's gonna use a tool. In our case, we're gonna use Google Sheets. You guys are really lucky if you found this video at the beginning. And guys, let me know in the comments if you want me to test a new workflow. I'm here to help you. From now on, you're not gonna need 10 years of coding experience or something like that. All you have to do is follow my videos, learn step by step, and that's it. Let's go back to our workflow. We're gonna choose where the output will be. We're gonna choose Telegram, and we're gonna choose the account that we've chosen at the beginning. Now we're gonna delete again our workflow. We're gonna go to Telegram and we're gonna send another message. As we can see, we have a problem with the AI agent. We're gonna go back. We're gonna modify the source, and now we're gonna create the AI agent's personality. We're gonna tell the AI agent that we're gonna speaking in text mode. We drag the text and we put text. And now we go back to options, system message. Here you're gonna describe what the AI agent's work will be. Like your helpful assistant, you're gonna help me do that, do this, and do this. Like your helpful personal assistant. Save again the workflow. Yeah, so now the message has been sent. The AI agent received the message, but now we should tell to the AI agent that it should resend the message through Telegram. We choose Telegram and send a text message. Now we test, but it asks us about the chat ID and the text. Test again. But before, we should put a chat ID and text. We're gonna put whatever, just to test. We go back to Telegram and we send another message. Like, what is the capital city of Spain? We test again the workflow. So the message went from Telegram to the AI agent because the chat ID is wrong. It was just for a test. We can see the answer, but the answer hasn't been sent to Telegram, knowing that it hasn't a chat ID. So we go to input, and from input we go to switch, and from switch we go to chat. And from chat, as you can see here, down here, we can see ID. We choose the ID and we drag it to the chat ID. And the text, we want the text that the AI agent sent. We go to the input of the AI agent, we drag it, and we put it on text. Delete the workflow, we save it again. Now we go to the workflow, we test it again, and we try. And we have the answer directly in the Telegram bot. It's time to use a tool. From all of the tools we have, we're gonna choose Google Sheets. Now, it's a question of productivity. You can use anything you want and program it in a different way. So for example, same thing, we go to Google Sheets, same thing, we choose the credentials to connect with the Google Sheets. We set automatically, as we can see here, sheet within the document. And because I want the AI agent to work on the document, we choose the document from the list. We go to Google Sheets, we log in. And now that we're in the document, name it, and this is the source. If we use tool here in this case, this is a source. So it's not gonna work on Google Sheets, but it's gonna take the information from the Google Sheet. So in this case, first of all, we should take the information from the Google Sheet, and we choose append or update. We choose again from the list, and the same thing, same sheet. Map automatically, and we go back again, we save. In this case, we don't want it to send things from Google Sheet to Telegram. In our video today, Google Sheets to be the last step, but in other cases, we could use the Google Sheets to send information to Telegram. Like they're gonna answer us after checking the Google Sheet and after adding the information to Google Sheet, it's going to send the information to Telegram. But in this case, we don't need to do it. We want Google Sheets to be the last step, so you could understand. So now you're able to understand. Like for example, today I bought a pizza from Pizza Hut with $25, and ChatGPT should understand the structure of our sentence. Like for example, $25 is the amount. And from where? From Pizza Hut. As you know, ChatGPT understands the JSON form. It's the JavaScript. We'll divide the information. From now on, you're gonna see. If I didn't give ChatGPT the code, it's not gonna understand today. So you should write it in a JavaScript way. Click GPT and describe what you want. After changing the format and saying ChatGPT that today goes in this format, now we want it to divide the outputs on different levels. Price in one list, name of the item in another list. This is why we're gonna add another code. Now, following the code we gave him. Guys, so you've created your workflow. From now on, stay tuned for part 2.